ready, set, record. You're going to love our program so much that it's going to make you feel like Olivia's shirt.
Hearts, hearts, and hearts. Oh, hey guys! What's up? Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome. Okay, for real though, these mints, we do not get paid to tell you this or sponsor. I just tried it for the first time. Very delicious.
Yeah, they're good. Okay.
Hey girl, what's going on? We are excited to be here with you. I'm your girl Amber.
And I'm Olivia.
We are A&O. We are here to always be with you on your journey of video content creation. Well, this is an entrepreneur lifestyle show where we inspire and what? Equip you on your business journey. It's going to be one of those days that we hear back from you and you're like, do y'all know that I say your intro with you? And we're going to be like, yes. That is the goal.
Yeah, that is the goal. If it's your first time here and maybe you've never heard our intro, welcome to the Hype Squad. If you've been a part of the Hype Squad for a while and you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back and continually consuming our content because we make this content for you.
Yes, we do.
I'll give you the top 5 hurdles that people experience when they try to create video content. So we have been surveying our girls. We've been talking. This is stuff that we have just come up with over the last year of us doing our programs, doing our Ready, Set, Record, doing our Power of YouTube. So yes, these are the top 5 things that we see our girls face. So we are here to, number 1, identify them because you might be having blocks right now. You might be thinking right now that, you know what, Amber and Olivia, they're making these videos, they're naturals, they can do this, blah, blah. Obviously, you see, we're not naturals, we mess up. But anyways, you might be thinking you can't do it. And some of the things that we're going to tell you today, I hope you recognize them as they are and just recognize them as hurdles. And you can overcome them. You can get over them. Like, you might need us to come alongside and help you, which we are more than willing to do. But these might be some things that are holding you back. And we're here to, number 1, point them out for you so you can see them for what they are and help you get over them.
Yep, that's right. And honestly, I'm glad that you brought up, like, you might be looking at us thinking like we're naturals. But if you know us at all, you know that it is effort to, you know, record. But we do enjoy it because we've done it a gazillion times by now.
Yep,
all
absolutely.
Right. I have to just say this too. You can't judge where you are to where we are because this may be maybe your 5th time recording or your 20th time or 200th time, right?
Or maybe you never recorded yet.
Never did it at all. And you're looking at us going, I want to do exactly what they are and I just want to feel and look and just have this spunk, right? On video. It takes time. So start where you are.
Yep.
Okay, go back and watch our first video.
Yeah.
Okay, and then start there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Confidence is the first one.
Yeah, this one is hard because this is a sneaky one. I think a lot of people, they don't even realize the lack of confidence they have in their ability to teach, that they have a message that they want to share. Like, you don't realize, like, you might know, okay, I'm good at these things, but I think a lot of times it's one of those sneaky things that, you know, you don't realize. I hear people saying, oh, I can't do a video because of this, the way I look, or I look bad today. I look, you know, all of those things are confidence issues because if you really had the confidence to just be who you were, no matter if you had flaws or even if, okay, maybe you're not having a great hair day. Maybe you're not, I'm sick for goodness sakes. Right now, and I'm still showing up on this video, you know. And so some days I could have made, I was very close to being in my bed this morning like, Amber, I know this is our huge recording day, but I cannot make it. But you know what? I know that I have goals, I have dreams, and I have aspirations, and I can't let a little sickness get me down, hold me down. I might move slower. We might have to take more breaks. She has to nurse me back to life by giving me tons of drugs,
medicine,
or herbs, whatever. You know, we're showing you the Ricolas. It's the reason why we're doing that is because that could have been very well something that held me back today, but I didn't allow it to. So confidence.
You know what? That's good, Olivia. Look at this come through.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I could have been in bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is just proof right there.
Yeah.
That was really good. I'm glad you shared that.
Yep.
I didn't know you were going to share that. That's good.
All right, so what is the next thing? And you kind of hit on this before, but the second thing is comparison,
yes.
Right?
Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, I feel like I'm the worst at comparing myself. I watch a lot of videos. Olivia watches a lot of videos, and we see people do phenomenal things on video. Olivia, listen, I'm sitting next to someone that I compare myself to, and I'm like, Olivia did what? How? I need to figure out how to do it now. My video is not as great, right? Even though I have like great views, people like it, they're learning. But it's just this whole thing that we do. We get in our head, and the instant that you see it, you go, oh, that's what I need to do. But it takes time to learn that skill.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We don't want to hear you saying, like, don't strive to be as good as the next person. Just don't strive to be them. Like, you know, you're going to have your own journey. You're going to have your own evolution, right? You're going to learn new things, and you're going to learn new ways. You might create something new in itself, like a new trend, a new trick, a new way to record your videos, a new way to deliver the message. You might be the one that, you know, sets this trend or set yourself apart from the rest. But you never know that if you are constantly comparing yourself to what this person did versus this person. Or I want to start making videos, but I want to compare myself to someone who's been making videos for over a year or 2 years or 3 years. Like, you cannot do that. So don't let comparison, you know, steal your joy. Yeah,
we hear this a lot.
We hear this a lot.
All of these that we're sharing, a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you and Olivia said this earlier. You might be like sitting there and it's a block, right? So you might go, well, yeah, they do great things, but it doesn't bother me. You know, it doesn't bother me. But if you aren't showing up, there's a reason why you're not showing up to do it, and it's because you feel like you need to have the next best thing before you show up and perform that way. And so you critique yourself more so you don't release it either. So that happens.
And that's what I want you guys to understand. All of these things, I think, are all sneaky, because they are things that are happening in your life or happening right now that is holding you back from getting to where you want to, but you're not realizing it. So, you know, you might not say like, you might not be outright saying, oh, I want my video to look like so-and-so, but you might not be doing the video because your video isn't looking like so-and-so, right? So it might not verbalize that. You might not tell your friends, well, I'm not doing videos today because XYZ got a video out and her video looks better than mine. You might not say that. All of those things might not come to play, but in the back of your mind, the reason why you're not getting up, pulling out your camera is because you're thinking, well, my video isn't going to be good as this thing, or, you know, you're trying to compare yourself, or I don't have this, so I can't do that.
Right.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Something that made me just think of about comparison is it's not even, it's kind of comparison for like your own situation. So like if it was rainy or cloudy and you're like, I don't have a ring light and my bathroom lighting is not as great, or I normally record because of the natural light, or record in my garage or whatever that looks like, and the weather's not right. Well, how can you move past that too, right? It's just things like that you're going to have obstacles that you feel like, well, other people don't have these dilemmas. They actually do have these dilemmas. They just don't share them, but they still show up anyway. So it's just being creative too. So I felt like that needed to be shared for that subject while we were on that. But yeah, for sure. All right, the next one is consistency. Okay, like I hear this a lot.
I know, I've seen this a lot.
Yeah.
And the reason for it is, I mean, it's true. Like every time I have told a person that they need to be consistent and they actually done it, they've come back to me like literally like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm seeing this results, I'm getting this is getting done. Even for myself, every time that I'm more consistent in where I need to show up, I see the results. So I mean, I know it sounds like a song. You probably hear a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of coaches saying it, but really and truly, it is the secret to the madness, right? It's the secret sauce to, you know, growing your following. It's the secret sauce to growing your brand and growing a larger impact in your communities. It's being consistent. Like, if you show up this week, but then they don't hear from you in the next 3 weeks, like, I mean, what are they coming back to consume? Like, they have nothing to, you're not reliable when you're not consistent.
That's right. Yeah. I just had a conversation with a woman the other day, and I bring this up because 2020 hit a lot of people pretty hard. She started using video content back in 2019, even a little bit prior to that, played with it. 2019, she was like, that's when I really started and I was super consistent on a regular basis. She hadn't tapped into YouTube yet, but in her communities of where she was showing up. And so she said when 2020 hit and everything shut down, I was already kind of ahead of it. And I had just picked up my rhythm. You hear that? It took her a year. She's like, I just picked up my rhythm and then it started paying off. So it's not an overnight success. Now, listen, granted, some people's situations are very different.
Yep.
Weeks, months, it's like growth was like a snap. Yep. Right? And their consistency might be, I show up 3 times a day in video form instead of once a week, you know? So just really understanding that. Everybody's situation is different.
Yep.
But it is, I think of it a lot in comparison to like food. When you get a really good clean diet, Olivia and I did this. We worked out for 3-4 months straight and we were really on top of it with, we eat fairly clean and happy and all the fun stuff anyways, but just being very active.
Yeah, I think that was the activity.
Yeah.
And being on it. Like, I want to get back to that so bad because it was just so good to be consistent. But see, this is the thing. When you get off the horse,
it's hard to get on.
When you get off the consistency train, you know, it just goes downhill from there. But I think another thing too, things that help you become more consistent, that's why we have communities, that's why we have accountability calls and things like that put into place in our, into our programs. Because when you have a partner, right, we might not should be showing up for each other right now, but when we were like partnered up and we were like, okay, we're working out today, we're doing this today or whatever, it just made it so much more easier for you to show up. So when you have this group of people, this community of people that surrounded you saying, okay, girl, we didn't see no video up this week, it just makes you want to show up for your people, right? It's like, that's why they say, you know, you have better success when you're working out with the group or you're working out with someone, or really and truly, you have better success in just about everything in life when you have people. Like, we weren't made to do things alone in the first place. Like, that's not why God created us and how he created us for relationship and to be with people and to, you know, be in community with people. So obviously, if you do that, you're going to be more successful.
That's right. That was good. And that's a wrap. Subscribe and we'll see you next time. All right, I love it. Okay. All right, are you ready for this one?
Yes.
All right. So one of the major things that happens that is a big hurdle is criticism. Okay? Put out a video, someone hates it.
I know.
Right? They're like, you look terrible. I don't like your voice.
Yeah. You're annoying. Like,
can you stop promoting your business? Like, we get it. You sell things.
Yeah.
We're not showing up for you actually, and it hit really hard when Olivia and I have these conversations on trolls or someone that just like really doesn't like your content. I'm like, you know, I can block them. I have permission to do that. I can just get them off of my things. But also, I'm like, obviously I'm doing something, I'm showing up enough that I'm annoying someone, right? And they're criticizing my work. And so that, it's hard though, right? That negative sometimes outweighs that positive, but you have
you put too much energy. Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. Like, sometimes you put too much energy into the negative,
right? When
there is more positive out there, but we spend a lot of time and a lot of energy in the negative. So it's like, or this is another thing, because I know a lot of you guys, you haven't even been criticized yet. because you haven't even started yet.
Yeah, now you're just like,
you are afraid of the criticism to come.
Yes.
So I know that's a lot of, that's a big struggle for people who haven't even started to really consistently create content. You're afraid of like, oh, what this person is going to say, what my family is going to say, what my friends are going to do. Like all of these people that you're thinking about, honestly, a lot of times, they're not even thinking about you, girl. Like, I know for me, this is the thing. I've been making jewelry for online for over a year now, almost 2 years now. And literally last week after I did a show where, I posted my table, my whole thing. I did an event, a pop-up or a vendor event. And there were so many people out of the woodwork that know me, that's been on my social media for so long. And they're like, oh, did you make these? I'm like, where have you been all my life? That's what I felt like. Like, where have you been? I've literally been doing lives. I've literally been posting my stuff up for so long now. And you're just now asking me, did I make these? Like, I was really thrown back from that. But I just say that to say this. You might be afraid of like what this person is going to say. Right. They might not even see what you're doing, girl. Yeah. So don't not move forward because of what someone might say. Go ahead and move forward. And if they say something, you're gonna, move on from it.
Right. Would you not take a promotion because you're scared that your family's going to ask you for more money? Right? Oh, I know you got a promotion. I need some money. Yeah. No, you would take the promotion because it benefits your family. Yeah. That's a thing that you want to do. Like, that is exactly the comparison that I think of when it comes to taking what you know really, really well. If it's humor or if it's creating or if it's selling or whatever you're doing, and you really have to serve your audience. You really have to help your girl on the other side of that camera.
Yep.
So show up because she's waiting.
Yep.
Yeah, and she won't criticize you because she's been waiting on you. So, duh.
Yes.
All right. Well, another thing that we keep saying is community. And community is huge, but this is a hurdle that you deal with is because you don't have a community. I think if we did this on our own and you're doing this on your own, you would really suffer. Yeah. Really suffer because you don't have someone there that is alongside you or understands what's going on. And you feel very like, well, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to move forward. In a community of people around you that are doing the same things that you're doing, that are very like-minded, right, very grounded, but also in front of the things and in front of the know-how. That's why you really want to have a community of people surrounding you. And so that is exactly what we have in the Hype Squad.
Yep.
So if you're not a part of that, join the Hype Squad community, but also just you can be in our community as well. We want to invite you in. Don't be out there doing it on your own.
Yep.
And like Olivia said, we're created to be together and have a relationship and not created to be out here on our own figuring it out.
Yep. And there's different ways, different levels of communities that we offer. We offer, like you said, our Hype Squad community. It's a little bit more low key. But then we offer our mastermind community. We have our membership community. We have the Power of YouTube community. So there's different levels of community. You can really kind of get in where you fit in or where you think is best for you.
Right.
But I would say, go to our website, read what we have to offer and figure out where you fit in, because it very well may be that the reason that you aren't growing in the, space or the time that you want to be growing in is because you haven't surrounded yourself with a community of women who are doing similar things as you and can really come alongside you and encourage you and uplift you and help you get to the next level.
I know. It's so good. We have a good community of women.
Yeah.
They're really amazing.
Yep.
Every time we talk to them, we're just like, girl, you are so good.
I know, we can talk to them forever.
I know, and we're like, we really gotta go. And they're like, we're late to meetings. You're late to stuff. Yeah. All right, well, we realize that you're dealing with these hurdles, and these are things that hold you back. And this is what we offer. We really want you to be aware of what's going on. And like you said, how did you address it in the first place? You said something with your finger. You were like, yes.
I can't remember.
Identify it.
Oh, yes.
That big. Yes. Identify it. We want you to, I'm like, you did it, and it was very, like, yes.
In there, yeah. No, yeah, we want you to be able to identify these hurdles because, like I said, they're sneaky. Sometimes you take them for something else, but they're really holding you back. And, you know, people don't want to admit that they lack confidence. People don't want to they don't want to admit that they are comparing themselves to other people. People don't want to admit that they lack consistency, or they are afraid of criticism, or they want to be in a community. They're like, oh, I can do it by myself. Like, these are things that people typically don't want to admit, but I want you to really dig deep. I want you to really dig deep and kind of think about, why am I not getting where I want to be? And it could be very well some of these things. So
yes, absolutely. Well, we're excited that you are here. We really, really, truly are. I know we say that a lot, but we really are. So take this, share this with a friend of yours that is an entrepreneur or new at video content. We cannot wait to help both of y'all really level up. Well, we're here every Sunday afternoon at 2:30. On the premiere videos, we're in the comments chatting with you and hanging out. And every Wednesday night for TGIW, we are here at 8:30 p.m. as well, and really bringing you amazing things like this, or even women that we get to interview. So we introduce you to cool people.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for hanging out.
Peace.
That was a piece of meat, Olivia.
I thought this was snack time.
Snack break.
It's not snack break.